We're seeing now Be'ez Hashem is Baruch Maseches Moed Katan Daf Dalet Amud Aleph. B'Shviyas Boine Kedarkei Even al Gabe Tzroir Tzroir Gabe. Shviyas is no isser to build a gate because it's not considered. Shviyas is only also avoidus karka. This is not avoidus karka, so you're allowed to do it on Shviyas. If a period to she'in is saga to offer. A period to she'hi hoist a saga to offer also the going to Shviyas. If it goes all the way till the ground, then when you're building something, you're also working with the you're touching the earth. That's also to do on Shviyas. So we're talking a period that didn't reach yet till the ground. You turn the king. Period she shows offer also to go to Shviyas. So goes offer. Once you're playing around with the ground, it's also to do on Shviyas because you're not allowed to dig or do anything about this karka. If it's a danger, then you're allowed to do it. It means that the stones, if the stones are machlas harabim, you're allowed to move away the stones, and I guess you're allowed to rebuild it also, because once you're moving away the stones, the Gemara is going to say, "V'yistabel yivna." So if it's a wall that's dangerous, you have to break it down, but then you can rebuild it. If not, you don't want to break it down. The same thing the Chayr replies that if it's already it fell down in Nashus Sarabim, Machshel Sarabim, unless we say Machshel Sarabim means only if it's kois like Goya, but it sounds more that means that stones are already down. Then you're allowed to fix it because people can trip on it. So then you're allowed to fix it even though it's sagas offer. Okay, this is a hard sugya here. We're talking about Negam b'moed. According to Chachamim, the Kohen doesn't look at any Negam. Meir says you see it, you look at the Negam, and only if it comes out of Kula, the Kohen says a Kula, but not if it's a Chumrah. Chachamim say no, you don't look at Negam at all. And the exact meaning of this is it's very very saucy. But let's make an example. Then is that if he's after the first week, if it's Keo Nega, then he is Poitroi. If it got lower than the Dalat Maras. So according to Meir L'Hakel, Kohen looks at it, he says, oh, if it gets worse, it's Pasan Nega, then it's a Muchlet. Maybe if it's Omad it also has to be another week of Hezger. So then you don't look at it. But let's say Pasan Nega becomes Tommy Vada. That's what the mayor says. You only look at it, you only paskin if it comes out of color, not a chumrah. The chum say no, there's no such thing. You can't go. You have to go both ways. So better don't look at it at all. And like this, you wouldn't make any problems. That's Pashup Shat. The Gemara probably there's a sugi on this. Voidam Rameh. Malakat Odom Atzmes Ava ve'Imo. Nisha Simcha Hiloi. You may be Malakat Atzamas. The minig was that after the basar got totally disintegrated, they took the tzamas, they put it somewhere else. And so simcha, it's like a parallel of it. It's able like no allowed to do that way. The oil on mesoy, yes, but then we can regular station get. You're not allowed to go around and invite people for a hesped and give a hesped 30 days before regular. Tamatania. And says him sechten agon. Beheres kegris. It passes kegris. Menoid the pisyon mich yaser love. And then he comes back to the coin the next week, and there's another gris, and the new has a mikra sale but the first gris left. So we have now, it's called gris aleph and gris base. Gris aleph was right away when he came to the coin. The next week there's a gris base, but gris aleph left, and gris base has a michya sale. It's a simon tuma. Give him a tam cha'om terok. That's what the Mishnah says. This Mishnah is a very big pella. Because what does it mean to rock about chila? It's a simon toma. And give him a tama, trying to say that we consider it like the first gris is still here. It jumped from one place to the next. And Mamela what? Mamela, it's like you come back the second week and you see on the same spot there's a Mirtia Seilova. Nacham say no, it's like a brand new nega, it just happened right now. Brand new nega. But who cares? Let's say it's brand new. Let's say the first one's totally gone. But if you come to the coin the first time and you have a beheres and a michya, you also tummy. So what's the difference between Rabbi Kiva and Chachamim? Rabbi Kiva metame machal rabbanim omen teror kibetchila machliten. It also becomes a tummy muchlit ma benein. So what's the difference? This is a very shver mishnah. What's the difference between Chachamim and Rabbi Kiva? Rabbi Yechon yemei regel benei. We'll see soon what it means. Rabbi Kiva omer heiket meister. According to Rabbi Kiva, nothing changed. It's the same old nega. It's second week. You come back and you don't. According to Chachamim, we say that if it comes if the 7 days ends in the regel, you don't look at the nega. Kiva says it's the same thing like before. That's what Kiva says. And we pass like the Chachamim. The Chachamim hold in the Mishnah that Chachamim oimrim. Meir says lakul le'achma. Chachamim say loy lakul le'achma. Yeah. So according to Rabbi Kiva, we say that this is nothing. It's not a new gris. It's an old gris that jumped from one place to the next, and now it has seirlom. But lamaisa, we say that since the end of the first week happened to be on regal, you don't look at it at all. One ombre chayrihi, it's a new one, but poitrim in addition, and you pater from the first one. So according to the Rabbanon, you don't ain't earnest on a gun. It means like this. If there's something brand new nega on regal, then you don't look at it. But on an old nega, you do look. So the it goes to it's not clear if it goes to Rabbanon, but the chayr goes according to Meir. According to Rabbanon, you don't look at all. But could be, I'm not sure if this goes according to Chama or according to Meir. Because here, what we're saying here is that the nafkamina between Rabbi Kiva and Chama would be in a case where the end of the week was beregel. According to Rabbi Kiva, we say you don't look at it, and melee stays tummy. Maybe it goes a little bit the kuliyam. Because according to Rabbi Kiva, There's nothing what you can do. You're gonna look at it. You're gonna be machlat him. So you don't look at it at all. But if you don't look at it at all, he stays in his old tumah. But according to Chachamim, it's a new one. So if it's a new nega, so you could say that we are niskak. Sounds more goes according to the mayor. The hakol. We say that the nega number one is totally gone, and nega number two we don't look at. That's lahakol v'loy lahachmer. It's like a mayor. According to Chachamim, we don't look at the gum at all. We don't pat it. We don't touch the gum. So according to Rameh, we say, let's look at it. And since the first nega is gone, we matar him. But the second nega, we say no. We don't want to look at any new stuff. Okay. Yas v'shem b'achad. Asasi yichadai the hochik is tamad the taman. Yichadai the taman is tamad the hochik. What does it mean? Asi yichadai the taman is tamad the hochik. The Rebbe Kiva is a shittas yachid there. So it goes like stam the hoche. Rebbe Kiva oime ikad mais. Wenn it is klei lakel leila hachmer. Oh, so the Gemara says Rebbe Kiva. According to Rebbe Kiva, it goes like Chachamim in our Mishnah. So the Gemara explains that according to this, the Gemara explains that this goof of the machlekes of Rebbe Chachamim. If we look at it, Rebbe and Chachamim are arguing on a specific case, actually on this specific case where the nega jumped from one place to the next. It's not a mere saying a general ruling, Chachamim saying a general. We want to explain our Mishnah, it's on the Kimta. What case is Rebbe Chachamim arguing? Exactly in this case, where the new nega is in a different spot. And Rebbe says, Chachamim say, Lo lahakab, lo lahachmer, means that what? Ikad Maisa, you can't help it. You're in trouble. You don't look at it, but obviously it says Tama. But Vechidai the Hocher may holds Tama the Tama. Go no Chayri, but put him in a shine that he Nocher may and it's gone to Chil, Akumle Achme. So the mayor goes the Chomim there that say that it's a new one. That shit is Rameh in our Mishnah that says the you can say for the first one it's okay, it's no problem, and the second one we don't look at. So now the Gemara is making a kimta to explain the machlokes Rameh v'Chachamim in a specific situation, a specific case. That is in the case where the nega came back on a different spot. According to Rameh, we say we pater you from the first one, and the second one you don't look at, and according to Chachamim it's the same thing, so we cannot do anything, we don't look at it, but it still stays tongue. Everybody agrees that by us, that's Rameh Shitta. They were talking that the oim left and it's a new spot. That's why Rebbe Kiva is matama. Rebbe Kiva moed the Rebbe Meir the oim laakle poitim ma'aseh. Here we're talking that we're not talking that like that story there. Talking that first whole different story. He came back the first week, there's no saman. The oim is still there. And and it came in a new spot, there's a michya. So that's why Rekiva says it's Tama. Because there's a similar Tama there. So it doesn't help that it's a new spot. Here